go around the room. If you can introduce yourself, let us know which community you're in and the business that you are representing. And I'll maybe start on that. I'm Michèle Hamilton, the Managing Director of Think Local First, which is a not-for-profit based in Victoria. We started the Support Local BC Gift Certificate Initiative over a year ago now as a temporary measure to help businesses when the first wave of COVID-19 forced closures. We're super excited to still be here a year later, really feeling connected with all the communities throughout British Columbia and the businesses that are in them. So today's session, we usually keep it to 30 minutes. If you have questions, super happy to answer them and explain how the program works. Otherwise, I'll maybe just update you on what's going on at Support Local BC HQ. I'm going to pass it over to Kyra to do her introduction.
Yeah, thanks, Michèle. So I'm Kyra. I've been working alongside Michèle since the beginning of the program as a business co-op student at the University of Victoria. My goal here is just to help with the onboarding process for all of you. And you can always reach out to me for any questions. I manage the questions at supportlocalbc.com email, so you can contact me through there, and I'm always happy to help. I'll drop that email in the chat so it's accessible for you guys.
Okay. Vera, would you like to go next?
Sure. I'm Vera from Salmon Arm, British Columbia. And my little business is Sapori, olive oils and vinegars. And yeah, I've not had any gift certificates recently, but in the beginning I did have some. So I just wanted to see what the update was this week.
Sounds great. And Edie?
Yeah, I can go next. My name's Adia and
Thank you.
Yeah. My business is Billywood Designs. So I just actually recently joined in. So I'm super new. So I'll try not to ask questions that are maybe really boring for everybody else. But yeah, and I'm based in North Vancouver. So
great. Nice to have you here then.
Yeah, for sure.
And Wendy, you're up.
Hey, my name's Wendy Baldwin, and I have a couple of little gift stores. I have one in Harrison Hot Springs and one in Agassiz, BC. And I don't think I really fully participated in the program. I don't think I was very clear on things, so I'm here today to learn more about it.
Super. So Vera, I know you've been on the program for a while, but would it be okay with you if I just kind of did a quick run through, from the business side?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So for everyone else, yeah, we'll just go through everything now. So when you submit your business to participate in Support Local BC, we add your business to the website, and then that allows visitors to purchase the gift certificate. So when somebody makes a purchase of a gift certificate, you will get an email saying there's a purchase order for your business. It will have an order number, so unique order numbers. They all start with BC, and I think we're at BC 18,000 and something for orders. So that is also the gift certificate number. So that's the unique number to identify that this is a legitimate gift certificate. So you'll get an email, and it actually comes from our business portal, because our Shopify store where the gift certificates are sold talks to the Duoplane business portal. And once you've sold the gift certificate and you get that email, you'll have access to your own account on Duoplane, which allows you to see all the gift certificates that have been sold and to mark them as redeemed. And so the Duoplane business portal is actually a shipping fulfillment portal. So it's an app you would use if you were running an Etsy store. So say, Vera, we were actually selling products on your behalf, then, you would get a notice saying, hey, Support Local BC sold this particular oil to this person, you need to ship it. So because we're selling a digital product, you don't have to worry about the shipping piece. You don't have to send gift certificates to the customers. Their email confirmation includes their gift certificate with that unique code. So BC 18841, their name, and the amount of the gift certificate. Having said that, if you only have an online store, you can switch out the Support Local BC gift certificate for one of your in-house gift cards. And not only if you have an online store, if that just works better for your POS system, you can do that too. So say Mary Smith buys a $50 gift certificate on Support Local BC for your business. When you get this purchase order notification and when you log into the Duoplane business portal, you'll see Mary Smith's order $50 and it will have Mary's email address. So you can reach out to Mary and say, hey, like, thanks so much for buying a gift certificate on Support Local BC. I'm switching it out for, you know, an in-house gift certificate, and here's your number to use on our online store. Or there'll be a printed gift card waiting for you at our cash desk when you come in. Just you know, show us your email confirmation. So that's what the Duoplane business portal is meant to do. So when Mary Smith comes into the store and uses her $50 gift certificate, you can hop into the Duoplane business portal and just mark it as redeemed. And because we're not shipping real products, redeemed actually means shipped. So you go to ship the product, and the only shipping option you have in Duoplane is gift certificate redeemed. So then you know that's not an outstanding liability for your business anymore. Mary Smith's come in, she's used the whole $50, that's great. If Mary comes in and she only uses $25, you can actually go into the Duoplane business portal, open Mary's order, and in the notes section, write redeem $25. Redeem $25 on this particular day. I don't know why I have feathers floating around me here, but so that's what the Duoplane business portal is meant to do. And I'll just like rewind a year ago. Before we had the Duoplane business portal, I would actually send snippets of an Excel spreadsheet to each business and say, here's the gift certificates we sold in the last 2 weeks for you, which was totally not manageable when we got over, you know, 500 businesses participating. So, and I'll just let you know as well, on our website, we've created really great explainer videos and user guides. So if you go into the footer menu on the supportlocalbc.com website, on the far right side, there's a menu called Business Resources. And I think there's one called, I think it's called Redeeming and Getting Paid or something like that. That basically explains up to the point that I've talked to you about. There's also a PDF user guide for Duoplane, so how to mark gift certificates as redeemed. So it's great. Mary's bought this $50 gift certificate. Now you've got the purchase order email from Duoplane. You've also got the welcome email from Duoplane that says set up a password so you can log in all the time at your leisure to check these out. Then the next thing that will happen is you'll get an email from me because we need to pay you this $50. Now Mary's given it to us and we need to give it to you. And in the beginning, we did e-transfers and checks. Really not efficient because you are looking at the whole Support Local BC team right here. So it didn't work. So what we did last summer was we instituted paying by direct deposit. We used a service that was eventually bought by RBC, but it wasn't working very well for us. So in February this year, we switched to a service called Spark Pay. SPARC Pay. And what will happen after you've sold your first gift certificate, or Vera, I think we've got you set up, do we not, on Spark Pay?
I don't recognize Spark Pay, but I remember previous, would it automatically have turned over?
I was the automatic turnover person.
Perfect.
So
Yes, I am set
yeah,
up.
so you're probably set up in Spark Pay then from RBC Pay Edge. So you'll get an email from me and it will say, please register for Spark Pay. So Spark Pay is located in Toronto, East anyways. And there will be a link for you and it will be filled out. It'll have most of your company information in there that I would have got when you submitted your business to participate in Support Local BC. And it will ask you to register and provide your bank information, so transit account and institution number. And then what happens is we pay you every week for the gift certificate sold the week before. So usually that first gift certificate, it takes a little bit longer because I have to send you the email. Then sometimes you have to phone me and say, hey, Michelle, is this really from you? I'm like really nervous about giving out my banking information. And I'll say, yes, it's really from me. And then I'll set you up for payment. So that week we do one weekly payment. So the weekly payment is set up on Mondays, which means it goes into everyone's bank account by Thursday. And on that Thursday, you will get a remittance email from SparkPay. It'll either come from SparkPay or their parent company called SparkBlock. And it will say Support Local BC is paying you for these orders. So BC 17405, BC 16402, and it'll show you the amounts. And that comes, as I said, on the day that the money gets deposited into that account that you provided when you registered for SparkPay. And that just happens every week. So for businesses that we are regularly selling gift certificates for, they get a deposit each week for the gift certificates sold up to the end of Sunday of the week before. If you are participating and you want to kind of, so that's kind of the details of how the back end works, how you know who's bought gift certificates, how we pay you. Are there any questions to that point, or does that all mostly make sense?
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so you as a business, like we're doing what we can on a very small budget to really get the word out there about Support Local BC. But you need to let people know that you're also participating, because what it means for you is you don't pay any service fees for these gift certificates that are sold on our website. Mary Smith bought a $50 gift certificate. I'm sending you $50. There's no administration fee on there whatsoever. So that part of it is really great. And what we did to help you with that is on that lower footer menu under business resources, there's a link called social media graphics. We just keep creating social media graphics that you can pull out of there and use to share on your channels. But the other great piece is that Kyra has done a totally awesome job of creating a super engaging brand for Support Local BC on Instagram. We're trying on Facebook, but as everyone knows, you have to really pay to get anywhere on Facebook. But Instagram, you know, just amazing what she has done there. So if you are not involved with Support Local BC on social media, do so, please, because it just gets your business name out there more and more. Another piece. Oh,
Just
sorry.
to add to that, Michelle, like share with us any of your posts, any of your announcements, and we will for sure reshare them to our audience, which is, I think, at 2,500 now. So that's a large audience across the province that's now able to access information on your business. So definitely, I can't stress it enough to take advantage of it. You can go on, Michelle, I'm finished.
No worries. Also in that folder, it should say more than social media graphics. There's actually a little graphic we created that you can put on your website that says buy gift certificates. And then you can link to your page, the URL of your page on the Support Local BC website. And so there's a graphic, but there's also instructions about how to find the URL for your page on the Support Local BC website. So that's another piece. I know there's a business in Vancouver called Red Cat Records. They have a text link on their website to that links. They didn't use our graphic, they just have a text link. And we pretty much sell gift certificates every week for Red Cat Records. So the other piece in that folder is some communications that you can use as well in your email newsletters to your existing clients. I think we've got some things up there because we have passed the $1 million mark. So British Columbians have purchased over $1 million in gift certificates using our platform. And like nobody, yeah, I know, nobody is more astounded than I am. And that actually happened just before our 1-year anniversary. So last year, if you had told me this is, you know, where our program would be sitting, I would have said, no, it was going to all wrap up in September. We were all in a big rush in May to get everybody on so we could, you know, help as much as we could. And here we are a year later, still selling. And I'll tell you what the biggest seller on our website is. It's the e-gift card. So the e-gift card is like a store credit for supportlocalbc.com. So if you want to buy somebody in another town a local gift card, you send them the e-gift card and they get to make the choice of which business they want to buy a gift certificate from. And their e-gift card comes with a 16-character code that's unique. It's like a very fancy discount code, I guess. So they get it from you. You can write a little card. We have themed, pictures that you can put on there too. So say I want to send something to you, Vera, for, really rocking the Support Local BC platform. I send it to your email address. I'm going to send you $25. You get this unique 16-character code. You go on to Support Local BC and you look at all of the businesses in Salmon Arm and you're like, hey, I want to buy a gift certificate from this business. You add a $25 gift certificate from that business to your cart, or you could add a $50 gift certificate. You plunk in the discount code or the gift card, e-gift card code that I gave you, the 16-character code. $25 automatically gets applied to your purchase. And if I wanted to buy a $50 gift certificate to this business, I would just use my credit card to pay the other $25. So those were huge over the holidays. We sold over $200,000 worth of those e-gift cards to corporations in bulk orders so they could give them to their staff for Christmas instead of giving them all Home Depot gift cards. Especially for businesses and organizations that have staff throughout the province. This was just like a no-brainer, they said to me. Like, we send everyone a $100 e-gift card. They get to choose in their community the business that they want to buy the gift certificate from. So that is the reason that Support Local BC is still around, is because those e-gift cards are selling, but they're out there waiting for people to use and to say, oh my gosh, like which businesses in Salmon Arm or North Vancouver can I, or Harrison Hot Springs, which businesses can I support? So that's why you want to let people know that you are participating. So loop back to the social media graphics and really connecting with the Support Local BC program on social media so that people see you are part of the program. Yes,
So
Barry.
Michèle, was this Shop Local just a stopgap for COVID, or are you going to continue on for the years to come?
Well, originally it was a temporary program, working really hard on the back end to make it sustainable. We are looking at adding a 3% admin fee that the buyer would pay when they purchase a gift certificate. Not if they're paying using an e-gift card, because that was a gift to them, so we don't want to charge them. But if I go on and I'm just like, hey, I'm going to go visit Tofino when I can, I'm going to buy some gift certificates so I can use them when I go visit. I'm going to pay with my Visa, then there would be a 3% admin fee added on. Because it was a temporary program, originally we were funded by Van City. And each community is actually funded by a sponsoring organization. So in Salmon Arm, it's the Economic Development Association. In North Vancouver, it's a partnership of the BIAs. They are the ones that pay for the transaction costs, because it does cost to have those gift certificates sold on the website. We pay processing fees, but those are covered by the sponsoring organization. So yes, I feel like, there is enough value after 1 year, and there's still, we still have anywhere from 160 to 300 orders a week for gift certificates and e-gift cards being sold. So yeah, long answer to yes. We are really planning to keep it going.
So one further comment then, when you first started out, everybody, economic development, community futures, chambers of commerce, everybody was focused on support local, buy local.
Mm-hmm.
When everybody's focus was in that direction, it worked. It really worked. But now it seems to have petered off because the focus is not, everybody's not focusing in the same direction again.
I think, well, yeah, we are, one of my joys in life would be that people's shopping habits have become so ingrained in over the last year to always think local first and shop local first, because like Home Depot is not going to die because of COVID-19, but your local, Bob and Jones hardware store is. So, I'm hoping that people have really changed their shopping behavior, and that this platform, again, gives them a way to do that. We are working really hard, I know, in Think Local First, so Greater Victoria, to really help people understand that always shopping local with local independent businesses is so, so important. Yeah, I think, for what I'm hearing back from Economic Development Community Futures and BIAs is they want to be running campaigns on Support Local BC to help their food and beverage industry businesses, because 3 times closed, that's really tough on them too. So I think it's out there, but again, let's all get that message out there. Let's let our communities know. And I think, the more we spread the message, the more other people will just keep that message going. So partly the ownership is on us to really say, hey, like, thanks for thinking local over the past year. It has made a huge difference. And we're still here because of that. But again, just changing that behavior so it's ingrained to always think local when you need a product or service. And sometimes it's not realistic, sometimes for a number of different reasons, just availability, price, if you're looking at those things. But I think the first step is to really consider shopping with a local business before moving on to
Well,
a franchise.
what I've got out of today's meeting is that I need to do more on my part. So I will be in touch with Kyra and see how I can, because I'm not technologically savvy, so I'll need a little bit of direction, but I'm sure if I do that it will increase again. So great. I'm glad I joined the meeting today.
Yeah, Vera, and that's my really polite way of saying, like, it's all on us. It is, like, every one of us, every voice makes a difference. And saying it, from your business, putting your business's perspective on it is super important, because there is, sometimes it's hard for people to break their habits. So we want them to know that when they shop at your business, this is what it means. These are the charities that you provide to. These are the community things that you do. Like, they really need to feel a connection with your business. So, taking what we put out there and spinning it for your business it's like amazing how that will happen. Kyra does stories about businesses, and those always get so much engagement on social media. And when a business will send us a testimonial about participating in the Support Local BC program, that goes up on the website under our success stories, but it also gets a post on social media. So another opportunity for you to, showcase your business as well. So.
Another option too is sharing with us your story. So you could even send me an email with kind of like your personal background as mixed with your business background. Like, how did this business come to be? Like, how did you get here and why, and kind of your motivations behind everything, and sharing those personal details. Like, now customers are seeing that they're supporting you and you're a real person. You're not just this business, like you're you. And I think, like, people are just craving that human connection, and if they can support another human, then I think that really drives a lot of customers your way. And yeah, I try to get a business story up on social media at least once a week. So getting that information out there for sure. You can send me a couple of photos of yourself and your business, some of your products, and I'll definitely get your story out there.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and the same is true, right? Like, you all run your businesses. We run Support Local BC, and occasionally we'll get an email saying, hey, could you forward my email to the marketing department? I'm like, You just hit all the departments with one email right there. So, you know, so the same thing, we feel it too, right? We need for people to acknowledge that there's a lot of effort that goes into this, just like there's a lot of effort that goes into creating the businesses that you have created. And so it's worthwhile telling that story. So, you know, let us help you do that for sure. So any other questions that I can answer?
Yeah, so first of all, I just want to say, like, I really, appreciate all the hard work you guys have done, and it's really hard to get something up and running in such a short time frame. So I think, yeah, the timing was crucial and definitely filling a gap that needed to be filled. I just had a few, like, well, firstly, is there any business that you think is not a good fit for this kind of listing? Like, for me personally, I am pretty much wholesale or online. So yeah, so I'm just wondering, like, because I'm hopefully, if I sell a gift certificate or something, I'll just be filling it in with my own gift certificate and then sending it to them. So it's just adding an extra step, which is fine. If you're hitting new customers and stuff, that's great. But like, always looking for different avenues and ways to connect to people. But and then another thing that I was just noticing on the website and the listing, like, they're very, very basic. I was wondering if that was something you guys were thinking of adding more to the listings, like, as far as like just even a category or a little bio or blurb about what it is. Like, for me personally, with my business, like, my business name is Billywood. It doesn't say what I sell or what I do, or if it's a service or product, or so without adding a ton of extra info and stuff on there. And my logo is not anything, it's not a product or anything. So just curious how, what direction you see this going in, or how, like, as ways to kind of give a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I think it's business specific, like Jane's Coffee Shop, pretty obvious what that is. So Adia, I'm totally happy if you want to send a little description of your business, or we use something different instead of your logo in that hexagonal box. Just shoot it to, well, actually shoot it to Kyra at questions@supportlocalbc.com, and she'll update your listing. And I'm just going to skip back to your first question. Yeah, so for some businesses, it doesn't make sense. If you are a construction business, like a local construction business, is $100 gift certificate really going to make a difference? Not so much. But I think for your business, one thing that businesses have found, and they've been telling me this for the whole year, is it's actually a lead generation source for them. They're getting new customers coming in the door, and then they get a chance to, to make a lifelong customer out of them and a raving fan. So I think, maybe for your business, you letting people know that you're participating in the program, and us just fleshing out your profile a little bit. I mean, we do have your website on there, but that takes people away from the Support Local BC website. It does open in a new tab so they can hop back to your page if they want to buy a gift certificate. But, I am happy to add that. We don't have plans right now to add extra things, to make it like hours and, things like that. Because it is just gift certificates that we're selling. If they want to know specifically about your business and when you're open and what your COVID protocols are, then they would click on your website. But like I said,
I was thinking more like like categories, like if it was, I don't know, giftware, or, food and beverage.
Well, we do have, yeah, we have food and drink, retail, wellness, services. Yeah. So, but again,
maybe mine wasn't in the proper. I'll look it up after and get back to you.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know. Again, you are talking to the whole Support Local BC team, and we make the decision. So if we decide we should have a new category, that's what will happen. So yeah, just send that info to Kyra, and she'll make the listing so that it's valuable for you to share.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Wendy, do you have any questions for us today?
No, I'm going to be jumping on the website after we're finished here and check things out more thoroughly.
Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't received it. I did register way back then, but I don't recall receiving anything as far as any sales or anything like that goes, but I haven't had the time to look at it either.
Yeah.
So I'll do that after we're finished here.
That
And
sounds great. And again, if you have, if you have any questions or you're wondering about how to use things, you can reach out to Kyra questions at supportlocalbc.com or me. I'm hello@supportlocalbc.com. Either one of us can help you. I will let you know it will be a sad, sad day a couple of weeks from now. Kyra is she's going into her 4th year at UVic and has a heavy workload. So she will be finished with us on the 14th of May. But I have managed to find another co-op student. Amanda is at UBC, and so she's going to start next week, and Kyra and Amanda and I are gonna hand over things and get her up and running too. So but it's really difficult. I found 3 different pots of money to keep hiring Kyra over the past year. So yeah, it feels really strange to think that we're down to our last couple of weeks together. So, but Amanda is super keen. She's already been learning Shopify on the back end. So I'm sure that she will do a really great job for us as well. So yeah, thank you so much. Like I said, if you have any questions, just reach out by email and I will post this video on YouTube. And there'll be a link in the email for next week's meeting. I think we're just going to keep them at 11 o'clock. We did try for a little while rotating them between 1 week it was 9, 1 week was 11, 1 week was 4 p.m. But I think people just more than anything got confused. So, and people who can't make it, they have watched the replay. We know that people are watching those. So thanks again for asking some great questions today. And I'll look forward to seeing more of you on social media for sure.
okay, well, thank you so much, Michelle and Kara. That's and all the best for your 4th year.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you folks.
Thanks so much. It was lovely to meet all of you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, everybody. Good day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.